My name's Kayla, and for today's video, I wanted to share with you all 5 mindfulness tips and ways you can incorporate these tips into your daily life. For starters, what is mindfulness? Well, I will tell you. Mindfulness is simply a way of perceiving, thinking, and behaving. A good comparison for mindfulness would be strength training or exercise. The more you strength train, the more you exercise, the stronger you get, the easier it becomes. The same rules apply for mindfulness. The more you practice mindfulness on a regular basis, the easier it's going to become, and it will start to become a second nature to you. So, without further ado, here are 5 mindfulness tips that you can incorporate into your daily life. Number 1, express gratitude regularly. Whether you're verbally expressing this gratitude to yourself or to another person, whether you're journaling it down, it doesn't matter which way you choose to express your gratitude, simply expressing gratitude out to the universe, to Creator. It will help to ease your stress, ease your mind, and it allows you to truly count your blessings. Number 2, bring your attention, your mind, and your focus to the present moment. Acknowledge when your thoughts start racing or drifting. More often than not, in the present moment that we are currently living in, our minds are elsewhere. We're either stressing about the future, I have this bill to pay, or I need to complete this by this time, or we're stressing about the past, without even realizing the fact that we are solely existing only in this present moment, and that the past no longer exists and the future has not yet arrived. Number 3, practice forgiveness. Forgiveness towards oneself alongside forgiveness towards other people. Now, everybody's circumstances and situations are different. However, one rule applies for each and every one of us. When we're feeling a negative emotion, whether that is sadness, anger, jealousy, guilt, or resentment, there's one thing that they all have in common. These typically tend to be emotions that we don't enjoy feeling, and it can go one of 2 ways. 1, we try to block it out as though it doesn't exist, or 2, we become so absorbed in it that it takes over our overall thoughts. And these negative emotions that we're feeling directly impact the emotional body. So how do you avoid wandering down one of 2 paths? Well, it's simple. You need to allow yourself to actually feel the emotion that you're feeling without becoming engulfed in it. Acknowledge why you feel this emotion that you're feeling, and then allow yourself to forgive, whether that's yourself or another person. When you forgive, you release. Number 4, get outside. Go spend some time outside. Go for a walk around the block. Get yourself in nature. Trust me, the fresh air is extremely therapeutic for your soul. And while you're outside, whether you're running, jogging, or simply going for a walk, acknowledge your breath. Focus on your breath. When you focus on your breath, this allows you to stay present. When you're present, this also helps with mindfulness. Allow yourself to truly feel the life emitting off of the trees around you. Acknowledge the happy little squirrels as they run by. Listen to the sounds of the birds as they're chirping. All of these will help you to stay centered and focused and truly appreciate life for what it is and all it has to offer. Nature has a very grounding effect. When we spend time outside in nature, we get to acknowledge and witness all various different forms of life. Now, whether that's the trees, squirrels, birds, you name it. We are not the only form of life that's residing on this planet. Acknowledge the other forms of life. Appreciate them. And last but not least, prioritize self-care. Now, everybody may have different ideas of what self-care means to them. Personally, for me, self-care is ensuring that I'm nourishing my body with healthy foods and that I'm exercising on a regular basis. Physical and mental health go hand in hand. When one of them is off balance, it's bound to impact the other. The same applies to your emotional and your spiritual health. All of them coincide together, and when one of them is off balance, it's bound to impact the other. Now, with all that said and done, I'm sure some of you are surprised that I hadn't mentioned meditation as a mindfulness tip. And that's simply because everything that I have listed can be a form of meditation. So long as you focus your mind and bring your awareness to the present moment, everything that I have listed can be a form of meditation. So that concludes my 5 mindfulness tips. I want to thank you all for watching, and I sincerely hope that some of this information was helpful for you. And just a final message to you all, please stay safe. Continue to practice social distancing, wear your mask if you're leaving your house, continue to sanitize. These times are hard and we're all adjusting, but together we'll get through this. Nyawa.